Hello and good morning, good day, dear students, and my YouTube followers who are actually interested in learning the Upwork and the Fiverr techniques. In our last video, I gave you a test case in which we actually got stuck because of the unfinished gig which we have completed, and that was a huge mistake. And everyone made such mistakes, and the consequences of all those mistakes, being the developer, being from the gig's owner, we have to face that. So I just thought first to give you a test case in which I should be presenting this whole case that a client gave me an order, and that was just a 1 gig order and means $5 order, and the worth or the time it would require you to finish, that was approximately a 2 days time, and that by any means that was not viable for me. But as that was my mistake, I haven't mentioned the complete gig description, and we got stuck because of that. And in any such situation, my dear students, if you get stuck in it, so the only best tool or the top tool which is available to you is the communication. As good as you can communicate, that is something would be more interesting for you to learn from these things. So I just gave you a test case in my previous first or the previous lecture, and today I'm going to give you the outcome of that lecture after approximately a week today, where I have had reached. So what exactly are the things which I opted? And this, by the way, this is not happened for the first time. Usually, this is in my last 14 years experience. You get struck because of multiple issues, and how to overcome, how to get out of these problems. It's better that you should communicate with your clients frequently, freely, and it is the matter of trust in between you and your project owner that you communicate with him. So let's get back to the actual screen or the Fiverr project where we got stuck, and let me give you the complete story from there onward. Okay, so as you all know, the $5 or the 1 gig project eventually landed to this stage, and a couple of days back I have just finished up that project, and I have communicated with my client that most probably it will take more than your expected time. I mean, I have to keep balance in between, either I have to uh, keep this project or I have to do this project or not. But it must have to be, instead of 5, it should have been around 30. So once I give her the details, and she not only accepted that and raised the overall gig price, and my students, that was the total outcome. And now I am into the process that instead of one project, we have started up with the sequence of lectures which I'm going to develop for this client, and most probably it will be now the 1 gig project eventually landed to 30, and from now 30 from 30 onward, now we have reached to around 10 more projects which are in the queue. So that is, I personally believe that is all because of the communication parts, and with the help of these basic tips and techniques, how to communicate with your client, and these are something which really matters. In the text box, in the chat box after this video, I'll be giving you the explanations, and I'll be explaining rather the complete aspects or the basic parameters of the communication, so that you can easily go through that, and you can uh, comment, or further you can give your experience in the chat box also. Thanks a lot, dear students. That's it from the outcome or the second episode of this lecture. Hopefully you can learn from these mistakes, from this experience, and you can join in the industry with a lot more confidence now. Thanks a lot. Thanks for joining me, and thanks for joining the Institute of Freelancing on YouTube. And I hope, and inshallah, I will be coming back again with a very interesting and very many more experiences of this sort, inshallah, very soon. Allah Hafiz.